And good afternoon to you. I'm Stacey Ann Providence, and this is your C News update. The body of missing 25-year-old Nadia Sims was found in a shallow grave in Penal. According to police, around 11 o'clock this morning, 4 iguana hunters stumbled onto the young woman's body in the forest. Southern Homicide Bureau officers are processing the scene. And police are investigating a shooting incident in Barataria this morning which left a 20-year-old man dead. C News understands Keston Joseph was at a house party along Upper 7th Avenue, Barataria, when a gunman entered and fired several shots in his direction. Joseph attempted to return fire with his own gun, but was quickly felled by his attackers. He was rushed to hospital, but was pronounced dead on arrival. Now, relatives told reporters that Joseph had been shot before on 2 occasions in 2012 and 2015, respectively. Another man who was also hit is said to be in a serious but stable condition at hospital. And the headless body of a man discovered on Saturday in Aruca has been identified as 24-year-old Christopher Khan. The man's body was discovered at Edna Hill, Aruca, in a ravine with his hands severed by the wrists. And in other news, even as accident victims Carla Collins and her 2 young children, Kamani and Kamari, were being laid to rest today, one man was charged with causing their deaths. Acting Senior Superintendent of the Northern Division, McDonald Jacob, confirmed at the police media briefing that 28-year-old Kelvin Lewis was charged in connection with the accident. Lewis, a resident of Dabadie, faces charges of causing death by dangerous driving, illegal use of the priority bus route, and breach of the traffic lights. He was expected to have his first court appearance sometime today. Carla, 2-year-old Kamani, and 8-month-old Kamari were killed by a speeding motor vehicle at the Mausaka intersection last week. A funeral service for the mother and the 2 boys was held at the Divine Encounter Fellowship Ministries International in Dabadie earlier today. And there are calls for an environmental assessment after the ArcelorMittal slag disaster. Public Accounts Committee member, Labour Minister Jennifer Batiste Primus, questioned Plipdeco heads about how they are dealing with the Arcelor pollution problem since the plant was shut down. Now, Plipdeco President Ashley Taylor said the liquidators are addressing the waste left behind by ArcelorMittal.
We have had a fairly good relationship with the current liquidators, and we have had the discussions with them with respect to the slag piles, and I think they have been working fairly diligently to have the slag pile reduced. And I know for a fact that a fair amount of the slag has actually been exported. And some of it has also been used locally as well for filling certain areas.
Ian Wallace has the weather forecast.
Partly sunny skies will lead to a few clouds coming through this evening. Later tonight, though, clouds are set to build further, with the damp spots expected early tomorrow morning. It's been a mild day, 30 to 32 degrees Celsius in Trinidad and Tobago. Expect a milder night, hovering around 22 to 24 degrees Celsius. On Thursday, look for brisk showers pushed by some stiff winds. The band of moisture, as part of a low-level trough, will influence weather across Trinidad and Tobago into Friday. Meanwhile, seabathers and boaters should meet choppy to rough seas again through Thursday. Strong easterly breezes of 20 knots will continue to push waves of 2.5 to 3.5 meters through the Atlantic. So these choppy to rough seas means that you should exercise some caution, especially along eastern shorelines, with easterly swells set to lengthen from 8 to 10 seconds. Tide is high at 7 p.m., then low at 1:30 a.m. That is the latest weather, and I am meteorologist Dean Wallace.
And that was your C News update. I'm Stacey Ann Providence. Do have a good afternoon.